Peace be upon you, and welcome to the What Does Science Say channel. Today, we're diving into an explainer that tackles those little, everyday health micro decisions we all face. We make hundreds of small choices every single day, usually completely on autopilot. We grab an apple, we prep some veggies for dinner, we hit the hay. But what if the science behind these super mundane activities is actually way more complex than we realize? What if the things we assume are perfectly healthy, or maybe just harmless annoyances, are actually sending us massive, blaring messages about our bodies? Well, that is exactly what we're going to decode today. Okay, so here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll start with everyday health mysteries, then look at apples and blood cholesterol, move on to sprouted vegetables, understand sleep apnea, and finally wrap up with some practical health takeaways. Let's get right into it. Section 1. Everyday health mysteries and the choices we make daily. You are listening to us from What Does Science Say? Moving right along to Section 2, apples and blood cholesterol, myth or fact. We've all heard the old sayings, right? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. But does eating apples actually lower your blood cholesterol? A lot of people eat them almost like medicine, hoping they'll somehow magically offset other, maybe less than stellar dietary choices. But to get the real story, we really need to look closely at how the soluble fiber in an apple actually behaves once it's inside your bloodstream. Now, don't get me wrong here. Apples are absolutely incredibly healthy. They are packed with pectin, which is a specific type of fiber that literally binds to cholesterol in your digestive tract. But, and this is a big but, they aren't a magical cure-all that just automatically scrubs your arteries clean. Managing cholesterol requires a comprehensive approach to your diet, not just tossing a single piece of fruit on top of a giant pile of junk food. It's really about the entire ecosystem of what you eat and how that pectin functions alongside other smart nutritional choices. Okay, on to Section 3, sprouted vegetables, kitchen danger. You're listening to us from What Does Science Say? So, moving from the fruit bowl straight to the pantry, we've got to ask, is it actually safe to eat sprouted potatoes and onions? It feels like this minor domestic dilemma we've all faced at some point, right? But it's actually a serious question of food chemistry and safety. See, when a vegetable starts to sprout, it isn't just changing how it looks on the outside. It is literally chemically altering its entire composition on the inside to create a brand new plant. The super common habit is to just grab a knife, lop off the green bit, and toss the rest into the pot. I mean, we all want to save money and reduce food waste, but sprouting, especially when we're talking about potatoes, indicates a massive surge in natural defense toxins, like solanine. Simply cutting off the sprout doesn't magically remove these toxic compounds because they've already seeped deep throughout the flesh of the potato. It's a stark reminder that nature's rules still apply, even hidden away inside our kitchen cabinets. Let's dive into Section 4, Understanding Sleep Apnea, Nighttime Warnings. Now, let's totally shift gears to how our bodies behave when we are completely unconscious. Why should loud snoring and daytime sleepiness be taken seriously? We usually treat snoring like it's a punchline in a sitcom, just a minor annoyance for whoever has to share the bedroom. And that midday sleepiness, we just blame it on a busy lifestyle and pour ourselves another giant cup of coffee. But science tells us a very different story. These are blaring sirens from our bodies that we desperately need to stop ignoring. Sleep apnea is not just an annoyance, guys. It is a serious medical condition where your breathing literally repeatedly stops and starts while you sleep. Just imagine trying to hold your breath over and over again while you're supposed to be resting. Your body is being totally deprived of oxygen, which forces your brain into the state of slight panic, just to wake you up enough to restart the breathing process. It is a completely traumatic cycle for your body, and it happens completely under the radar of your conscious mind. So if you or a loved one experience incredibly loud snoring followed by severe daytime sleepiness, please listen up. These are critical warning signs. The snoring itself is the physical struggle of your body trying to force air through an obstructed airway. And the exhaustion, well, that's the direct consequence of your brain being jolted awake hundreds of times a night. You aren't just a little tired, your entire body is being completely depleted. You are listening to us from What Does Science Say? Cardiovascular subspecialists strongly warn that this sleep issue directly impacts your heart and blood vessels. This isn't just about feeling a bit groggy the next morning.
When your oxygen levels repeatedly drop throughout the night, your blood pressure spikes, which puts an immense, undeniable strain on your entire cardiovascular system. The actual structural integrity of your heart is being challenged. So yeah, what happens in your sleep absolutely dictates the health of your heart during the day. No question about it.
Almost done here. Section 5, practical health takeaways and listening to your body. So, how do we actually turn all this knowledge into action? Well, from the food we consume to the way we rest, paying attention to the specific science behind these daily habits is our absolute best defense. Step 1, let's rethink those kitchen habits. Absolutely enjoy your apples, but don't rely on them as a solo cure for cholesterol. And please discard those vegetables that are actively trying to sprout. Step 2, do not ignore your sleep symptoms. If loud snoring is ruining your rest, go talk to a doctor. Seriously, your heart will thank you. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many other daily health warnings are you ignoring right now? It is so incredibly easy to brush off the little things, but as we've seen today, science proves they actually matter the most. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you have not subscribed to our channel, be sure to subscribe and set the bell icon to the all option so that if we upload a new video, a notification will come to you and you will be informed. Please don't forget to like and give us energy with your beautiful comments. And send this video to your loved ones so we can be seen more.